I wanted to share something that I wrote this morning. It's a lot, so that's why I wrote it down, and I'm not just doing it off the cuff. So here we go. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday well wishes. It really means a lot to me, especially that people responded so well to my birthday strength test video. It's been a weird fucking year, but that's also another reason why I decided to share that because when things are weird, why not make it things a little bit fucking weirder? I don't usually share videos of myself or make videos of myself or talk into my phone. It's something that's never appealed to me really before, but so much about growth is doing things that feel unnatural to you, I guess, or feel maybe uncomfortable for you because gotta stop telling yourself and believe in the stories you know of yourself because that's a very kind of limiting thing to do. Um, anyways, when I went to bed last night, I had all these plans for what I wanted to do today with my actual birthday. I was going to drink a bunch of coffee. I was going to take the dogs for like a really long walk. I was going to work out, and then I was going to set my drawing board. Instead, I got my coffee, which was kind of like a weird thing to do because it's always a fine line between having a really good day and having an absolute fucking panic attack. And then I ate some mushrooms, which is also another weird thing to fucking do, considering that it was a very fine line between having a great day and having an absolute fucking panic attack. And I bet you can kind of guess where it went from fucking there. Um, this morning, I also got a text from a weed dispensary. I quit smoking weed 2 months ago for all the reasons one would quit fucking smoking weed. 2 months has been the longest that I haven't smoked weed since I started smoking weed when I was 17 years old. So it's definitely been kind of a struggle for me to not do that anymore. Largely, I kind of wanted to save my lungs. It was overtly affecting my life, and the fact that I was forgetting things, I was just kind of like numb and spacey, and not able to retrieve words from my head as well as I would like to. So it was kind of like a gradual weaning process for me to get out of it. And anyways, I got a text from them, and part of me was really tempted to go get some fucking weed. But where am I? So I'm walking Keeks, and my mind is racing back and forth for all these reasons, all these things. And I struggle with, I have struggled with, I do struggle with feelings of depression, feelings of anxiety. I know a lot of us are right now. And then old friend of mine, suicidal ideations, are kind of peeking its head over the fence just because of all the kind of intense emotions and stresses that I'm going through, which everybody else is fucking going through. Um, a big part of my journey from alcoholism and overwhelming depression was to kind of actively decide to make better choices for myself and make better patterns for myself and establish a more kind of like a positive routine. Um, the world is truly a rich place, full of experience, and it is largely here for the taking. Um, Obvious provisions such as basic physical and mental room to stretch and explore. The idea of making another video has been bubbling basically since I made the first. My happiness and positivity has been largely straightforward, but maybe not so obvious. Definitely nuanced and not necessarily omnipresent. Um, when I got home from the walk with Kiki, I was feeling kind of more bad than good. I wanted to curl up and just let this pass over me, to stop trying to do anything productive and hopefully just wake up eventually in a better place. I still wanted to smoke, though I didn't want to do that either. To detach myself from feeling this, kind of to be a gatekeeper as to how I felt anxious and sad, to kind of like decide the flavor of anxiety that I would have. I took a shower and I got back into bed. Um, and I wanted to fall asleep, but the kind of copy prohibited me from doing that. Um, I put on a show on my phone, but the mushrooms were kind of making me ego project on all the characters in like kind of a bad way. So I turned that off. And I just kind of laid there for a second. Then a small light, a very small but very certain light, started to shine through my subconscious. It told me to, my day didn't have to be like this. Get up, I told myself. Stretch, get your blood flowing. Small, diligent steps is what I believe. I started with my ankles. I started to roll them out. I started to stretch them. I got down on the floor and I rolled my back out, and I did some transverse abdominis stretches. Um, I got back up. I started to feel a little bit better. And I decided to go eat something. Originally, I wasn't going to eat anything today because that's what my stomach told me what was happening this morning. But I decided to walk downtown and go get something to eat. And again, these are like just more small steps to kind of do positive things. The idea of making another video has been kind of bubbling in my head since I made the first. And I had a lot of really positive messages that came through to me this morning. Chris, thank you. Your message on Instagram was very helpful in doing this. Um, so I'll bring this back. A lot, if not most of us, are struggling. Most of my friends are. Um, I thought beyond sharing what I do to better my physical self, I could share a little glimpse into my thought process, my experience, and my little big journey that is so imperfectly perfect. Just so, at least for my friend's sake, I don't seem immune to all this madness and sadness that has permeated every moment of our lives at the moment. The takeaway, I think, is to remove ourselves from aspects of our experience that are Trojan horses. Paradoxically, I would suggest turning off your social media. It is an abundance of stimulation and ideas, and a huge fucking chunk of that is poisonous to our perception. I would say stretch, breathe, collect yourself. Stop using things that are numbing to you. It's okay to sit with your discomfort for a while, but don't let it decide your day. There are good things in this world and good people. Connect with them. Tell someone you care and you're still there. Recognize you most likely aren't alone. And actually, double twist is that we're all more connected than ever because of this shared shitty situation. So do something to let your soul out. Turn off the TV, turn off the fucking video game, turn off the computer, stretch, breathe, collect yourself, take stock of what you have. Most importantly, do something nice for someone else. Love is the most contagious thing that we have. Spread it with yourself, and then pay it forward to somebody else. Thank everybody again for all the birthday love and the well wishes. I I believe we can all get through this. I know we can. And it just kind of takes one step at a time. So these were my steps, and this is also my step. And I hope you guys find your steps as well. My love to you, and onward and upward.